piano. And I must say, my show.
Almost $300 million.
So the show has come to stay. Mummy na yesu. Na yentite o man. Na wonso oni nipa.
E da na Ghana for dia. Enye BP dia. Enye NDC dia. Enye obi bia dia.
Because what to niamam and affecting all this. Full prices now what they buy.
Yeah, I just NDC for car be kwa Ghana card according dani di kama nasa.
Me na wo ka say ya ka. Ye no nyanse ya te den say e kina iti pa say kina. NDC for wo ba ko fa da bi wo ni me kai. Me na me ka draw.
Mo pese mo share so a mo ko Facebook na Instagram, ni YouTube, ni Twitch, NDC TV, Anchor FM.
Yechia Ghana Football. My show is your show because a Ghana inti and a show that to be my show. You don't be asking.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian cancer, silence. Islamic leaders, silence. Kings and queens, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. So who go say the truth? We are them go so confused the call. Now by area why no baby. We are them go so confused the call. One guys are yeah why no baby. Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now. See what I see so. Now your friend on a nine come asem. Onipa bi obeka na asembia. So antu ankwa obechi wetu. Everybody was afraid. Anunti na nantu makoteti ajenai. Once na bodumping one anachi. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Akukudro for nyina dalima. Who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to grow your mansa to me be a kako brafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo. When you know yet. Na so kutrata down na so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efo ne cross on my mo. Hanya safwe mo ayini. Akukutro for nyina dalema. And who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachi se udi oma upipi numa. Would your mind never shine my friend for sa? But who go tell the truth? TUC, silence. Even journalists, silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption, someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless no they mean senseless, poverty no they mean useless. One day, then go resist.
government our God. From BTO to BT, the NDC shall lead. Able Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. From BTO to BT, the NDC shall lead. Able Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Victory! Victory! It's our land. Victory! It's our land. JJ is a winner.
Yeah, my DC.
Echo joining fix the country demonstration. Na obi be bisa say fix the country, no? What is it all about? And Argentina amanfo appear in their numbers, pour out their hearts to demonstrate, say, Omaino, why do we have to fix the country? Enti ene aya beshia mu hai. Yeba abehwe adenti ena amanfo appear the ordinary Ghanaian. Oma appear in their numbers, say omo ba abeye oyechre achre aban na etiso eleno. Aban a MPP aban President Nana Akufo-Addo ni na bedi echre Dr. Baumia. Omobeji aban 2017. Ansa na omobeba no. Omoma yeti ase se omoba be sisa yabrabo. Omoba be sisa the face of Ghana politics. Omoba na ahuchire a omu na omu ka se ewo oman no mu. Omoba be yi afri ho. Na omoma yeti ase se sika bebree su wo oman no. Na sika no ebinom na atena so enti na amanfo ho akire wo. And therefore omu de omu ba na oma bema sika no aflow wa ma obia anyabi na odi abone bra. Enti yetiti nsem bebree. First thing the eba be hu say there was record-breaking assembly of ministers. 120. In fact, uko ye search se wo hwehwe omanya ekita 120 ministers chese unya bi wo babia. Yet a country of about 30 million people, no, yayi ministers in excess of 120. Yakobisa president no was he was in a hurry, and the end will justify the means. And he was in a hurry, and the end will justify the means. Ema Ghana for nya abutre edima wom. Say, if the end justifies the means, by the end of 4 years, a lot of the promises they need all these 120 and even beyond hands on deck. We'll be seeing transformation, results, and what have you. In fact, the president is on record to have said, he will transform Ghana in 18 months, if given the nod. Yembisa who say after 18 months, Ghana for anya butre edi what is the transformation or the aba or mine? Here is the president Wamayati say yetu abamanoa in changing your friend is saying the economy or mobile reduce taxes, and taxes are not the way to go, and taxation is lazy man's approach. Until one would have thought, say, after that 4 years, we will see a lot of transformation. In fact, first budget, friend asempa budget. Ready is our budget, you found jubilation on the streets of Accra and even Kumasi and where have you. Man for jubility say, this is the panacea. This is the Messiah we have all been waiting for. Only to go to the harbor and find out that Midofo Adadami. It was the number 1419 amount for NTRC up to a. So budget after budget, omo be ready na yeti insem bebre. But you look at the content now and you go on the ground and find the exact opposite. And it is the accumulation of all these problems. And now people want to vent out their disappointment, their frustration, their nyama or more expecting of the government, to change Ghana, entina omo into this demonstration. Aban way emayeti asese omo beye what we call zongo development. And in fact, Atachian is on record to have said, they are going to transform all the zongos into first-class residential areas. Misra Obibia, Mudia Mumbo Modianko Zongos, and Namunkoshe. If Zongo today, as we speak, has been transformed into first-class residential areas, Anna. President Nana Akufo-Addo is on record to have said, by the end of his 4-year term, he would make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. Let us reduce Africa to even West Africa. And if we want to be even more charitable, let us reduce it to Ghana. Has Accra been transformed into the cleanest city in Ghana, let alone West Africa or Africa, as the record speaks for itself? just say promises upon promises upon promises. Oma Kachira Manfo say in every constituency, there were 275 constituencies in Ghana. They will make available $1 million every year. So after 4-year term, people should have experienced in their own constituencies projects that will worth $4 million after 4-year term. Say ye bet ye de becha omukra na ye be no 4 million cedis kra no a unko hu those projects no. Ye wo ho e no mbeka kire say omudi omo akonya sika bi. Omudi ye mineral AEB e de akosi awowa. They call it barter. And therefore we are going to see massive road construction na yenhu bida. And they tell me the year of roads. At the end of that year, and even the following year, are the people in Ghana experiencing those first-class roads they have promised? In Crawford, Omama Yati Asiese, Omuko district Bia Ghana Biano. They are going to build factories to serve those people in every district in Ghana. In fact, we offer MPP manifesto. Ubehu chart omaye drawn up the chart advertising what they are coming to do, what factory is going to be constructed in what district. Mudia munko district so na munko she. Echire no amanfo factories a omaye asi ho. Omuko penti part of the factory. They come and take credit as if it is something new. Yehu bida. Where Aban beye adhere to support local businesses. Enono ushe NDC time kranoa. Pharmaceutical companies. A lot of support went there. The NDC did not go on the rooftop saying, say, Yama stimulus packages. And therefore, we are even trumpeting on all this. So the people are yedia to omwetrim say, Mama de nisumba da chese ye onye obia esese ye jinutum. Enti yempamuno na nkrofo a omuye competent and befa the reins of power. Na nkrofo a omuye competent no obi a woye competent no will need few hands to deliver. Map for all this quantum of people, assemble them, and what are the results? In fact, ministers are moody too or need the kika. A lot of them are just duplications. Because Obekachem say, why a minister for special initiative? I will ask you, say, what are you initiating? Whatever you intend initiating, no, there is a mother ministry standing. If you want to initiate something special in the field of education, it goes under education ministry. In agri, it goes under agri. In health, it goes under health. So what special are you bringing on board? So that ministry was highly uncalled for. In Crawford, Musa competent, you know. During Mahama's time, we had Dr. Omani Buama, James Ajenim Boatin, and Feliso Fusukwachi. 3 people manning 2 ministries combined. A Ministry of Communication and Ministry of Information. Combined ministry. 3 people. People who call themselves competent. You know. They brought on board 7 people. Omuche ministry no mienu. Information and communication. And you have 7 people manning that. even with these 7 people, no, se kweku baako ambemwa. In fact, they can carry across their statements, government policies, and even defend the government. So people are so much disenchanted, they are so much disappointed, and they are at a loss the direction of minor echo. You look at even our health sector. This is a government or promising that within 1 year they were going to make ready 88 brand new hospitals. April, we are exactly 1 year. Ask them, where are those hospitals? So they mount the platform, make all sort of promises, and they cannot deliver. Whereas the people are feeling the pinch, Instead, say, ombenya hubrasie, edi amanfo akasa, wa boteye ombenya omunti asye se, omunu nsupa nchre, entwen, what's it called, emrepano. Ombeba bekache ose, omuhu aban die ebimbada. They are the best that has happened to Ghana. Ombeba bekache all manner of things. Whilst every now and then, the things that drive economic hardship, the prices of petrol, the dollar, the account, is always on the ascendancy. And say among for sector by sector, road sector, housing, omushe education, omushe agri, omushe all the sectors, there seem not to be hope for Ghana. One also a year threatening our security as a nation has to do with high unemployment rate. Nasa high unemployment rate. Every time ombeba be catcher say, oh, ya far way, ya ye napku, ya ye way. Kona ko bisa napku phone. Ombeka chro ariesa. Edahwa aban enni sika kra ombetu ya om. People in afforestation. Debia ye bisa se John. Or can say, oh, munya botre, ebeba this month, ebeba next month. Oh, ya approval. Afina SA edical office way. So that has been the situation in the country. Hopelessness, excruciating hardship, insecurity. Just say the future looks bleak under this government. Enti amanfo no ahu say eni daswo bia enni government yesu. And since it is the president who was then in opposition, and a chere kwan no say your interview, no, what he said in an interview, and he said, President Mills should not be blaming the past administration for the state of affairs, and that if the economy is broke, he should fix it. So from his own words, he's been asked to fix the country. Now, you should ask yourself, say, Muna mabeji abain, say muba abeye aberuli omaino. So if you are coming to rule the country, you are coming to rule the country and to fix our problems. Problems that has to do with the water sector, just say your economy, your housing problems, all the problems in general, you are to fix those problems. That is why you've been voted into power. That is why we've given you all the resources to manage and make sure that you bring in results. But if after all this, then Ghanaians are justified. Ghanaians has all the right to use provisions in the constitution to demonstrate. And also, in Crawford, Akoshe police fuechi. The right that people should have to demonstrate. Omumpese, the government should be given a bad spectacle, and therefore they wouldn't allow people to demonstrate until they will hide under COVID, go to the court, because they know the people who have been packed in the court. Omunim resource ebe free waba. Until bibi ni kra, omunom betro okwani say 10 left or 10 right, you find the courthouse and go there and seek justice. And as to whether what you get there is justice or the opposite, I leave that to your judgment. Enti yenkai hu se omainu se na aircon. There has not been a time when Ghana has been faced with so hopeless, and they don't seem to see any light at the end of the tunnel. Insecurity in the country, and no kraponu say nishi krana, we should be able to go about our businesses, go to bed, wake up in some sort of security. And then, if it is a law professor, yakunu, assemblyman, yakunu, a banker, yakunu, policeman, yakunu, MP, yakunu, just say, no respecter of persons. So common person like you and I, how will this, what will happen to us? One liberty asset. Resources so ayedi ama omu so. Omu hwehwe kwan a omu be fa sa resources no edi anyaska edi ama omu. So you look at the Ajapa, you look at our electricity issue. Ya form some mushroom consortium be to take all our resources needed can count. So the people think that is enough. Sikana afa yi dubious pockets mono is enough. The country ought to be saved, and that power emanates from the people. And then they have demonstrated to show that people's power is stronger than the people in power. Sa Independence Square, Omusheda ekofa a lot of tankers. Any your friend is saying, just say just to prevent people from demonstrating. No? People have been able and succeeded in making sure that they made that grounds an assembly grounds to launch their grievances to the rest of the world. And I commend the organizers for a yeoman's job. Entina na unse Michelle Redder, unse Michelle Redder, nature say Ghana for yeni abri pa, because COVID yimu krano amount for sika amount for yen wo COVID yimu at the expense of people's life is mind-boggling. Because we cannot sit down and watch as mere spectators. Something ought to be done. Cecilia Minu Kasei. At the universities, University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, they are on strike. Students know, whether when is this issue going to be resolved for them to start lectures. The GMA, Ghana Medical Association, has also indicated that starting from October, they are also going to embark on strike if certain conditions are not met. Na yembisa ya hu say, are they going to meet those conditions? Because ene aminu ukasei sika no a omude bebu oman no sika no de yen hu ni yeni. What is important ni say yebenya sika ediama ye yire, first lady and second lady, enu de yebenya sika edi ato. Be sika ye hwehwe a yedi be bu oman no to pay workers no akoye buachi bidin. Public sector workers also say 4% increment a yedi atu omusika no so no is woefully inadequate. They say their home take pay cannot take them home. So they have also started threatening, say they also embark on industrial action. What all these things point to the fact, say, we are heading towards doom. If public sectors, workers, omunko, ejuma, teachers, enko ejuma, doctors, enko ejuma, university lecturers, omunko ejuma, then where are we heading to? And one say, Rebecca Chere, Yankora, omunko, school, some better than fee. Unkrofo omunko di ayari sasu, chese uko hoa obi ani ho besho so tenafi newu. And this is the situation of the country as we speak today. Enti eneno ye pa achre se abanya etisui, they have failed monumentally. Na mekai mu bibi na say ya the vice president wona opposition obeka assembly about President John Dramani Mahama. Na mobekaya President John Dramani Mahama ekachire and say mumba abayamuda, so you can be on the rooftop and say whatever you want to say. Anka waba abamuda anka nyama wo kanokra wonka omontini ase omosi President Mahama say more be criticizing onye president and that, all that kind of thing. But be as it may no enenu nyame charge your maba abamu. But mesre se mumma membre kakra ena yankoti ade obronu kase from the horse's own mouth. Na yentie de Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ekachire Ghana for when he was in opposition. Yentie.
Disposal. One should expect at least 4 to 5 times the quantum of investment that the NDC claims to have undertaken. The close to 33 billion of borrowing that has not been used for infrastructure expenditure could have done so much in this country. If you take $33 billion and ask yourself, what could you have done with $33 billion? You could have solved the water crisis in Ghana. You could have solved our energy problems. Every region in Ghana would have had 1,000 kilometers of
Yeah. Mpamcho mumfanche kakra video no bo na em say a freeze kakra. Yeah. ahwefo mfa nche em say video na mpese ye bono essentially no the vice president then no over opposition or party say na President Mahama wa boka bebre de ago ho e ka bebre a wo ka no ono ankasa ni na asem see close to $33 billion. Now o kan sem bebre a ono no o bet me di $33 billion aye. Was see $33 billion no could have solved Ghana water problem. Problem I work about water no, we could have solved it. We can say every region biano we could have built 1,000 kilometers of road, asphalt roads in every region biano. He went on to say schools are E-blocks are President Mahama was in. We could have built over 600 of those E-blocks. Work on housing projects. And he talked about a whole lot of issues or Phil said close to $33 billion no could have achieved. Now, Yembisa Yamun say, having come into office, how much have they borrowed? And what have they been able to achieve with their borrowing? Because Omubeban, right from the days of Godingodisberg up to the time Mahama every Abaimono, now ye can ye 120 billion 120 billion. And now as we speak, ye has ballooned to 334 billion. Now 120 no krano omu bomodian to tell you say it was 122. Now 122 no that year no we share the rebase of the economy no. The records are there. Say it was 120. But even granted, say 122. Subtract it from 334 and see the quantum of a car Baumia Nanado MPP government or Mudiabekam. And have they been able to give us 1,000 kilometers of roads in every region? Have they been able to give us 600 school blocks what can say yes, E-blocks? Have they been able to give us anything close to that? Have they been able to solve the water problem in Ghana? In fact, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is on record to have said, the first 2 years of MPP government, no community or village in Ghana will have water or toilet problem. Within 2 years, on one of my timelines, and the audiovisuals are there for people to access. Now you share omu kasamu ni omu promises. Na yemfan tutu omu nyama yemu. So it has become crystal clear. Say these are people who enjoy and survive on sloganeering. Yen kika nyama ebeto amanfo asum. We rhyme it. For more, to do more. One district, one factory, one village, one dam. Then 1 million per constituency. Yen kika nyama, it will ring bells in people's minds. But at the end of the day, yen koshe, what is the rate of the dollar, and what Dr. Mahmoud Bamia was saying then. Now, one would have thought that after 100 days, I will see what arrested dollar now, what the key normal IGP. No. We would have enjoyed a lot of stability. But the records are there. And the performance of this government has been abysmal. And Ubehu said, Omo ankasa omo krofo a omo adi omo echi edi omo yure akoshe omo mu said they were coming to do something better no in all fronts. In terms of health, they don't come close to the NDC. In terms of your friend is saying education, they don't come anywhere close to NDC. In terms of just name any sector you like. Sector by sector, no, they don't come anywhere close. Because Ghanaians who are in the system no, can attest to the fact, say, Mama Mrensu, na yema fertilizer free of charge. Today, those fertilizers are being sold to farmers, premix and what have you. Nyama bebre wo ho a won say na mama wo ye, people can touch and feel say omo tax pay no ye di ya akwan ma omo, ye di sisi hospitals, ye di sisi schools, roads and what have you. And then some of the projects are moody yeah we Pokwasi interchange. The records are there. People who conceived, incubated that project, you know, the records, you go to parliament, you find the answers and see whether who gave birth to that idea to even build Pokwasi. Omusi the design and whatever. But the records are there. Tema, the runabout I woho. That interchange now omu kanu temano. Before we left the office, we had agreement with the Japanese government and made funds available. We said Tema expansion, Tema Harbor expansion. That will also include Tema Kosovo Railway in Niamanyinano. The records are there to show who were on track in delivering those projects. Enti nanado ni na aban sika bebrebe a omakoji a omaka kire say so mukita $33 billion a ejuma ombe no. They have had those things in multiple folds. And Ghanaians are asking, where are the school buildings? Where are the hospitals? Where are the roads? Look at corruption. Corruption knows there. She said, Ubechi nipa fili. She said, Sena anas aye waye video. Ayachi nipa fili. Enukra no. Enya dia prosecution no ebebaso. Anti-corruption almost feel say Mama's government was so corrupt in their mind. What are the scandals about Mama Abaimo? Bas branding, action was taken. People were punished. People were made to refund those monies. Somebody even declared an intention, not say why you, an intention say, medium year minister of state, say manya $1 million minjai as a minister. And no craponu one what she wants to do to acquire those monies. As you say, be a farmer be waka say manya $1 million minjai farming. But people took that as an intent to get corrupted. Because of that, Mama took action and took from his government. Look at a confirming Nyama Yekan. Abuga Pele was, prosecuted. So actions were taken in government. That is how you fight corruption. Until the corruption watch index ni niyamaya under this Nana Akufo-Addo ukoshe index now, you come to the realization say year in and year out, fighting corruption, performance of JDM, they don't come anywhere close. His worst performance, better than their best. Enti the woman say, a man for say, a buying way no, or mumbo number. People are just fed up with them. They are using unscrupulous means of retaining themselves in power, whilst they lack the knowledge, the wherewithal to rule the country. And that is why you find people, Kaninokra, they were deeply associated with the NPP, coming out to demonstrate against this incompetent government. Enti, yen kai hu se, yen timi ntwen na 4 years no bedru. And yes, sir, obi nka say somebody should go and do anything untoward. Debbie, but what we can do is to ensure, say, we wouldn't allow the bird to perch on our head. The bird can fly over our head, but what we will not allow is for the bird to perch on our head. Now, the Americano, I mean, say, we all have to open our eyes and ensure that we place everything this government does under a very sensitive microscope. Now, yehu say bibi etochima wo mu niamamu ye, we point out to them and ensure that they do the right thing. The only priority they have as we speak now, the only priority omo kitani say omo besi cathedral. That's the priority they have. Sankenyesa, they will not ask you to contribute towards building of schools, contribute towards the building of hospitals, but they are asking you to contribute towards the building of a cathedral. What economic benefits would the cathedral provide to Ghanaians? Now say ya omusi nkrofobia smuggle rosewood, which is illegal. Now rosewood now of our compound, it is going to be donated to the construction of the National Cathedral. And I don't know who allocate unto himself, say, ono no kita mrani say you confiscate bibia, ye chi bibi na ye sizia. Ono no betchre, say yen fanko ha, na say yen fanko ha. Say omaya yetima emraye jumano. If people have been caught with an illegality, we should prosecute them and allow the courts to determine what happens to those wood. Omo be jina ho ka kire say rosewood no omo de koma cathedral. So everything now goes into cathedral. Answer na ombesi cathedral yi omo ma ye ti ase say ye mfa aban sika, aban property bia emfa sisa cathedral yi. But everything points to the fact that it is government resources that is being used in building this cathedral. So if you are building something for God, at least it must be built on truth. It must be built on rock. Because Bible no ankasaka say wusi dino ewo sand so ebe collapse. So it should be built on truth, and that truth must be solid as rock. But omuno nkrofo omuti buildings mo a collapse gu nkrofo so no en ha omo nkoro omo sua ade in structures a enye yi a so ukọ na ukọ record na udi ba the headmaster or the headmistress suffers. It happened in Nungwa. In fact, baby I come back record the same thing happened. Why? Because you are reporting the ill of society. Why must he suffer? Why must he get all the threats and warnings and what have you? Because he's reporting the ill of society. And I think those things must stop. The culture of silence must come to an end. And that is why people of Ghana think it's about time we all stood up and fixed the country for the good of everybody. And the Obiania breed of Ghana. In fact, in Crawford, breach in Ghana for Nakasa. And the Atari Kokono dear, ye beshe de bia na ye dia chre abahine se Yeniabri, and we have given them the mandate and the resources to fix the country. And it is what we will hold their legs to the fire and ensure that they do what is right. And yes, we do not put guns on their head to give us all these promises. Some of them have been documented in their manifesto. You go into their manifesto from sector to sector and see what they promised Ghanaians what they were going to do. Ugo kan ombeko ko hide behind COVID. I'm telling you, say COVID they are pa. Even as we speak, the IMF are IMF support pan. The IMF is making available another $1 billion for them. Now only God knows how that money will be dispersed. And no a problem. The quantum of money about in Crawford. Now yedi to what we are seeing on the ground. Bibia, you just cannot wrap your minds around. Mind-boggling. And we are calling on Ghanaians, descending Ghanaians. In fact, this time, some MPP, we call areas who say these are MPP strongholds. Omangasa or Brea, any or how ni atitia war system no. And on top of all this, SM2 now they call your justice system no. Ye nyina ye no. Ye to my mo ye was saying be say usika so wasem so. So it tells you that ohiani it is a minu no. Ye de yasem de ye ndi kra. Ye yo konebra 3 times one gaza crowd you give up. So there is a lot that is happening under this government. In Crawford, Ekita high hopes. Say President Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, they were coming to do something different, something extraordinary. They had the men to think outside the box and bring some, they have the magic touch. But here we are. The reality has dawned on them. And if they were somebody, they would have adopted the style of Kufuor to say, oh, me war opposition no dear. Niama me kika ye no. Sena me hu niama no eye sonko. Me ba mo no niama eye different. And Ghana for me siramo. Then certainly you bring people along. But these are people, you speak with them, and they want to tell you, say, they are the best. Now, for Dr. Baumia, you see a bonny record with her. The Miyani say he's even, on the touchline, warming up to take over the reins of power. Now, reins of power, no, sebi, and yet, anumdra, any intro, and a rule of my own. And then Wakasa, nobody even gives him attention anymore. They take it with a pinch of salt. Because Nyama Okikan Yena ye feel say he has all the magic wands when it comes to economics. We have been able to realize there is difference between theory or lectures and the practicals. A bano reality, practical on the ground now. The people are seeing different economies. One, no more can say, and then Ghana is the fastest growing economy in the world. Ghana is so. Look, people ought to understand this. Macro economy, no ankasa say Ghana, yeah, modi boy, yeah, bonina. Most of them are being driven by two things: our oil sector, okay. Our multinational see or deals ni whatever, and then our mining sector. NASA two giants, which is projecting Ghana as being up there, doing well on economics. Most of them, we don't even take more than 5% of our mineral revenue. Now, Usha. Most of these sika mining, all these things are affected by capital flight. You can say capital flight. We are talking about say sikano eko amanoni. So what is left to reinvest in this country? The same thing with the oil industries. And the general outlook, Ghana is being projected as the fastest growing economy in Sanyamai. SAS sika yebenyani nyinano eko amanoni. Kakranu so ebebano ye the corruption need the kika enkahu. So what is left? Now obechi obi say war engaging in corruption so abayin be clear. Enti omu ye say omu chire omani nyina say anase wiase afana nyina say they were going to fight corruption, so they have introduced an office called the Special Prosecutor's Office. At the end of the day, that Special Prosecutor Office, when he was exiting, he's handing over notes out the Ghana for. See, the mother serpent of corruption is the president of the land. Any employee, the Oman Ejumano, he is the mother serpent of corruption. This is Mati Amidu speaking. So the whole thing has to do, say, Ghana 4 have had enough. They want a change. They want their system fixed. They want their school fixed, their rules fixed. I mean, they want the country to change from its way, because how it is being governed is not the right way. There is no hope. In fact, before, they were even accusing President Mahama of having what we call unemployed graduates association. Today, we are having drunkards association in the system. Drunkards association, what is driving this? Hopelessness. People don't know where to turn, so they take to drinking, and they have formed association. At least given the two, I would choose unemployment graduates to what we are having. A friend is saying Drunkards Association. So we want to tell Ghanaians, say, it's our time. They voice out. They should not be afraid. They are being suppressed not to speak, but people should speak up. People should come out and make their voices heard and be part of the change. And I am sure, say, by 2024, we will kick out this incompetent government, very insensitive government, very clueless government, and bring back the only man who has the track record. In fact, the man who has passed through the college of knowledge with an attitude of gratitude, the man with sensitivity, creativity, credibility, and ability for every political activity. I'm talking about John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. Inshallah, 2024, Ombeba Beji Akunyano, and we shall give glory to our Father who acts in heaven. Madam Wasini Akunyawe. Na mechia ubia. Inchianko ma Dr. Lawrence, Sister Ama, your host, Adiza, your friend is saying, Sister Hawa, Ubia Washe Bia, Jonah, there are a lot of people on the platform. Ekwan Mami say met me abo munyina din, but I am sure say munyina manya daje amabehwe yedamasi. Next week no nyame aduma Peter beba bio munyina mumbo modiana mumbetie no odi asempa ni nyina beba na mabetie bi. MPP for no enye say ye ni omoku, but ya ma omu the opportunity. And it is evident, say, they lack the ideas, they don't know where to turn, or mark up him. And now you know, Kasai Kaneno, Nanka MPP there, TUC 4, GMA 4, UTAC 4, NAT 4, Omunina Nanka Muya MPP 4 down for. Kaneno, you see NDC 4 year anti, your friend is saying, journalist in your mind, anti free press. And now people have come to testify who is more friendly to the media. In fact, tata ebinum, one ebinum kre wu yankasa yenim ye koso omwewu. So what we are saying is that we should keep the momentum. People should not think, say, after demonstrations, they are going to relax. We should go out there, make our voices heard, and make sure that we put the government feet to the fire and ensure that whatever goes wrong in the society will come back to affect you and I. And therefore, we have to speak to it. We have to correct it. And by correcting it, we have to hold the powers that be responsible and make sure that they do what is right in the interest of Mother Ghana. So on this note, Madam Munyina said, Mubeshwemi, Midindi Benjamin, God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Madam Wasi. Bye.
Yeah, Suzuza. Arise for Ghana, operation of the land, forward and seek your future, development our God, from vision to victory, the NDC shall lead, able Democrat, Ghana, our strength